Osage Orange, also known as hedge apple, monkey brains, monkey balls, horse apple, hedge balls. Yeah, it's an interesting one. If you look at it, it's got like this nice kind of like textured outside to it. It's edible. I mean, you can eat it. It's not going to kill you, but it's edible in the same way that eating this pad of Post-it notes is edible. I mean, you could eat it, but it's not going to taste very good. It's probably going to make you sick, okay? So this is not poisonous. Although there is a substance inside this, like when you cut it open, there's supposed to be like a really sticky, like milky substance in there, and that one can irritate your skin. So if you're dealing with like cut up fruit, they say you should wear gloves, and you probably don't want that substance inside your body. Sometimes you'll see these completely ripped apart by the tree, and that's from squirrels that will like tear out all of the fruit to get to the seeds inside, but the seeds are the only really sought after part. The fruit itself, animals don't really want to eat, which is kind of interesting because fruit often depends on animals to disperse the seeds. That's how these trees, proliferate. And there's no animal that's doing that now. So people think that this was actually a fruit that animals ate a long time ago, and those animals are extinct. The ones that I've been reading were fond of this were giant ground sloths, mastodons, and mammoths. So we don't really have those guys around anymore. I'd be curious to like try feeding this to an elephant. Maybe an elephant would eat it or something. But livestock these days, occasionally they might chew on it, but it's known to cause choking in cows. Sometimes like a cow or horse will try eating this and then choke to death. This is actually related to autocarpus fruits and mulberries. It's related to them by family, but not genus. The biggest claim to fame with this guy is that it repels insects, supposedly. And this is a highly controversial topic because a lot of people swear that this thing repels insects, especially spiders and roaches. And the closest thing I could find any hard evidence was a study that was done by the toxicology unit at Iowa State University. And the people there used it in a concentrated form, like they took a chemical compound of this and they used it to repel German cockroaches, and it worked, but only in those large amounts. Bugs don't like this in those kind of like crazy amounts, but the fruit itself, just using it on its own, was proven ineffective. Oh, there he is. Come on. What do you think? Does this bother you? I don't think he really cares. Hey! Yeah, I don't think it's really affecting him. If you poke a spider with the Osage Orange, then I think it does repel them. If you kind of like smash them with it, it probably works really well. But just on its own, he doesn't really seem to care. Yeah, I don't think it really... Hey. No, he doesn't care. Yeah, that spider would totally just like walk over this thing to get into your house. So yeah, I'm gonna try to eat the seeds of this thing, which is supposed to be a very, very difficult thing to do. Let's see why. Oh god. There we go. And if you look at the cross-section of this, it does look a little bit like the inside of a jackfruit, only obviously the seeds are a lot smaller. And what I've heard is that in order to get the seeds out, it is an incredibly tedious process, that you have to like pick these out individually. And the easiest way to do this is actually to soak these, and that loosens up the fruit. softens it up a little bit, and then you can pick them out easier. Some people, they just put the entire whole fruit like in a bucket. Other people, they cut it up. I think cutting it up might do it a little faster. So let's give that a try. And just so nobody gives me any crap about it, here is a very tiny little piece of it. I've eaten a lot of fruit making these videos, and I gotta say, this is not the worst thing that I've had, okay? It's not that bad. It's just not good. If you're curious what the Osage Orange tastes like, it tastes a little bit like watermelon rind, of all things. It's like, it tastes a little bit like watermelon, but like the green part. Like if you were to take a watermelon, cut out all the good part, just eat a little bite of the green part on the outside. Maybe get a little bit of the melony bit on the inside, maybe a little bit, but not the red part, not the good part. Tastes like that. It's got like a little bit of a sweetness to it. No sourness, a little bit of bitterness, like a bitterness that's like subtle but unpleasant. And a, yeah, watermelon rind taste. Yeah, even just cutting it and putting it in a little container of water, making my hands all tacky. So yeah, how about that? Can't get a visual. There you go. I'm all sticky now. So hopefully that's gonna go away in time. I mean, I have a cat, so I know that within about, you know, the next 30 seconds my hands are just gonna get covered with fur. So that's fun. But I put that in water, and I'm gonna check on this tomorrow. What's kind of interesting is now these are kind of like separating apart. They separate out of the core pretty easily, and that's where the seeds are. They're just like kind of like stuck in there. So I'm gonna just kind of like crush these with my glove, and you see like when I do that, these like seeds start kind of pushing out a little bit. Let's see how much of a mess I can make, and I'm sure that my floor is going to be sticky for years after doing this. But yeah, let's have some fun. Okay, one seed. Great. This is gonna take a lifetime. Okay, I'm gonna turn off this camera because otherwise I'm going to probably run out of battery. I'm gonna run out of room on my SD card, and it's possible that the camera itself will deteriorate before I'm finished doing this. So yeah, let's save me that trouble. See you in a bit. Oh god, this is like the most tedious thing that I have like ever done. But after doing everything but one piece, I think I've got the best method for doing this. Just from experience, I've figured out that, I mean, it's still pretty hard. Maybe if you let it soak longer, it'll be easier to do. But if you just let it soak for one night, you crush it a little bit, just like this. And what that does is it loosens up all these little bits. It's almost like it squeezes like a sponge, and you can actually push the seeds out of the outside. They come out of here. So there's one right there. And I just take a little knife and pop it down. Yeah, so I've literally been doing this for, God, over an hour. I've been doing this for over an hour. I have 2 hedge apples, like 2 small hedge apples, and that's how long it's taken to do all of them. If you have like kids, this might be a good way to keep them, you know, busy. Like if you want to like ground your children, if you want to like make them not misbehave, just like tell them that anytime like they do something wrong, you're gonna make them seed a hedge apple, and you'll get some pretty like fine-standing members of society if you do that, because this is just hell. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these seeds here, I'm going to put them under water and just rinse off all that gunk. And if you see any like little bits of pulp in there, you pull the little bits of pulp out. What you do with this is you put it out on a towel to let them dry. So just take the seeds and spread them out, because you want these to air dry. And they're all pretty well dried out. They have like little stringy bits on them. Let's see if I can. You see that little hair sticking out of it? So when you go through them, they all kind of like stick together. See how they're all like doing that? It's kind of weird. I'm assuming that once I put these in the oven, all those little hairs are going to get off of it, because I imagine that's going to be like kind of weird to eat. Yeah, so far not super appetizing, but yeah, out of 2 hedge apples I have like, I don't know, about 1/3 of a cup of the seeds. Even if I had like a bucket full of seeds, it still probably wouldn't be worth as much effort as it took to get these out of it. But maybe they're delicious. Let's find out. I'm going to take some olive oil and just put it in there. I'm not sure how much, so that much. I'm just going to sprinkle probably like a tablespoon in there and see how that goes. And I'm also going to take a little bit of salt and put some salt in here. Also, not measuring it because I don't know anyway, but yeah, just like a pinch or 2 of salt. Make it as salty as you like things to be. And I'm just going to mix this up a little bit so it's all incorporated. So they are spread out, and I'm going to pop this in the oven for, I don't know, how about 10 minutes? Okay, 1 minute in, like literally 1 minute in, Cat is like a little confused. You hear that? These guys are popping. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna, let's lower the heat a little bit. Let's do that. And I'm just gonna take a look. Yeah, I dig it. I think they're about ready. I could put them in for longer, but at the risk of burning these things and having to endure another like 2 hours of preparation to get such a small amount of seeds, I'm not going to. Okay, so I got myself a nice bowl of dried, roasted hedge apple seeds. Yeah, this is fun. And they smell good. Smell kind of like popcorn. And I'd say like if you were to actually like want to do this for some reason, come on, you got better things to do, I'm sure. But if you wanted to really do this, I would say set your oven for 300 degrees and cook it for 15 minutes. And probably like halfway through it, like mix them up. So put them in for like 7 minutes, mix it up, put it in for like another 7 or 8 minutes, and see if they're done. Try one to make sure that they're ready. That would give you some good results. They're also, I think I put like a little bit too much oil, and I think I put not enough salt. So adjust it to your taste. I'm not basing this off anything, and I have an indeterminate amount of seeds here. It's a little disconcerting because like those little Those little hairs, see how they're all like kind of like sticking together? Those little hairs didn't entirely burn off. They did a little bit, but they're still a little hairy. Yeah. All right, let's try it. They're good. Maybe a little bit bitter, but they're good. It tastes like somewhere between a sunflower seed and popcorn. It's got like a really like nutty, like grainy taste to it. But dare I say it, these are good. Very good. It's not worth the trouble. Not at all. But if you want to try something interesting, you have some hedge apples growing in your backyard or something, it's another thing you can do with it. You can eat hedge apples, well, at least the seeds, and it just requires a lot of patience and a lot of effort for a relatively small return. If you're okay with that, it'll give you something to do on the weekends, fun little activity for the family, or like I said, it'd be a good like punishment for your children if they misbehave. Have them seed a hedge apple, and then all you have to do is bake them up, and you get a nice little treat. So yeah, I'm not gonna have a problem finishing these. I think I'm gonna add like a little bit of cayenne to them or something, but otherwise that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this this weird little adventure of mine, and yeah, give it a try if you're really bored. Bye-bye. Hey guys, don't click out on the window just yet, okay? Listen to me for 1 second. I just want to take a quick moment and tell you about my Patreon page that I just started. This is a way for fans of my series to help contribute and make my show even greater, and to expand on content, get new videos, and give you some cool bonuses and rewards. So if you have a moment, just click on this video right here, click on me, and it'll take you to my Patreon page where you can learn more. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye-bye. I made this video too long. Yeah, you can, if you don't want to go to the Patreon page, it's okay. You can also click on one of these fruit videos. There's one over here. You can go to the next episode, and you can go down over here to go to the last week's episode, and yeah. Oh yeah, subscribe. Subscribing is helpful, and like it's good. Liking it is good. And leave a comment if you want to leave a comment. You know, tell me what you think. If you liked it, you hated it. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Bye bye.